Howdy folks, welcome back to another Armored Warfare replay. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today I have for you a platoon of Grim Mike with his C-13 TUA, Beer Gut Bill with his T-80B, and myself with the BVP-M2. This is PvE Hardcore Operation Spearhead. And going to talk here a bit and focus here a bit on the BVP-M2. Which is a pretty interesting, you could say, upgrade program in itself. But we'll take a quick look over the vehicle here, let the mission introduction happen, and then I will start covering the history and development of the BVP-M2. It's actually not a bad vehicle at Tier 6. Definitely considered as the best Tier 6. Probably the first really good AFV in my opinion, and the next one would be actually like the Bradley at Tier 8.
The BVP have taken control of a gas refinery and are diverting the fuel to their base of operations.
Although don't get me wrong,
They say they take
the
from the rich and give to the poor.
BVP-M2 isn't bad
Move quickly and recapture the refinery.
at Tier 7. But alright, let's talk a little bit here about the BVP-M2.
Identify targets.
The BVP-M2 is a joint venture developed by Excalibur Army in cooperation with other Czech and Slavic defense industry companies to show the upgrade potential of the older BMP vehicle family. This covers the BMP-1 and the BMP-2, which is actually produced in Czechoslovakia, as well as some other countries has licenses and the blueprints to produce such vehicles. The BVP-M2 is a modernized version of the BVP-2. The BVP-2 is a globalized produced version of the BMP-2. That being said, the BVP-M2 with such an extensive redesign, only a few features of the vehicle was left. That's the original chassis. A number of the drawbacks of the BMP-2 was eliminated. Crew ergonomics was also improved upon. The new IFV is fitted with a newly designed remote-controlled turret. The new turret is armed with a 30mm autocannon and a coaxial 7.62 or 12.7mm machine gun. The 30mm automatic cannon is fully stabilized and can be accurately fired on the move. The turret also has a mounting system for 2 ATGMs as well. The vehicle also has the most modern sights for engaging targets in day or nighttime conditions. All weapons on the BVP-M2 can be operated by either the commander or the gunner. The hull would have a number of changes as well, but keep the same general layout. The fire ports on the side was actually, as well as the roof hatches, was removed. The new fuel tanks would be added to the sides of the vehicle. The roof of the hull would be raised 27 centimeters. That's 10.69 inches for my American audience, making a slightly taller vehicle, which actually allows better access for infantrymen to embark and disembark from the vehicle.
Mortar squad reporting for duty.
Which actually I'm deploying a mortar crewman here
Target acquired. Let's
and
light
letting him
up.
do his thing for a bit.
Target eliminated.
A large ramp would be added to the rear. The interior also has a spall liner built in. The vehicle is built with all-round protection from 7.62 NATO ammunition in mind. Finally, a large spaced armor plate is added to each side to increase protection from RPGs.
No effect.
The BVP-M2 kept the same suspension as the BMP-2. That's the road wheels lay out the whole 9 yards. The vehicle is powered by a Caterpillar C9.3 turbo diesel engine, developing 400 horsepower. The engine sits on the right side of the vehicle with the driver on the left. That is actually a holdover from the BMP-2 as well. The BVP-M2, unlike the BMP-2 though, is however not amphibious due to the increased weight of the BVP-M2. Finally, the BVP-M2 was first shown at the Eurostat. I got this written down, but I'm kind of looking at it like, what? Eurosatory Defense Expedition in 2014. So there you go. There is the vehicle. There's not going to be too much gameplay here left. So let's cover the vehicle itself. In-game, it is a Tier 6 AFV. It's actually...
No effect.
It's got a good top speed, and its acceleration really isn't bad. But there is better vehicles. There's other vehicles out there with better acceleration compared to this, including some heavier ones. It does carry an infantryman. You can have a sniper, a mortar, or an AT team. I went for the mortar because you can just kind of drop the kids off at the pool and they'll just kind of do what they need to do, shooting over cover and preventing them from being in any kind of harm. It does have a decent autocannon, which I actually do not have fully upgraded yet for this replay. It also has 2 ATGMs, and you can actually use auto targeting on the 2 ATGMs by just highlighting an enemy vehicle, right-clicking, and then left-clicking to fire the ATGM. The missile will automatically track the vehicle. It's actually one of the very few vehicles I know that does it. Okay, so there's the W. Let's go over the results. I did 15,302 damage, spotted 3 enemy vehicles, and destroyed 7, and grabbed myself a blue star. All in all, not really too bad, and it is that Operation Spearhead is not one of my stronger maps for lightly armored vehicles. I normally do better on that map with main battle tanks, and pretty much I do completely, absolutely rubbish with everything else. So that just kind of shows the strength of the BVP-M2. It's actually not a bad vehicle at Tier 6, and I quite like it. So anyway, folks, thank you very much for watching this Armored Warfare replay. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like the video if you did, and please remember to subscribe to the channel. It does throw a little support my way. And hopefully I will see you all again for the next Armored Warfare replay.